Hello everybody, Artback Molotok here, back at it again with another video. And today, I got inspired by a video that House of Champs did, talking about the top 5 best decks for League format when the ban list finally drops. And I figured I'd bring to you my top 5 today. Number 5, Paleozoics. This one should be pretty obvious since they're getting Master Boy, which is freaking broken, by the way. Master Boy is gonna give a lot of water. Like, when I put Paleozoics / Mermail. Like, I put them both in the same category at the same time. Because Mermail and Paleo have the equal potential to succeed. Because Paleo can be played as an anti-meta trap stun deck that can spam totally awesome. Or Master Boy with their trap monster tokens. Or you can play Mermail with that heavy discount power, the heavy expensive power supply OTK. But if you're playing Mermail, be ready because you're going to have to spend a lot of money. Because Mermail is very expensive. But who knows? Maybe the deck might be able to get you some local or regional tops this format. Who knows? We have to wait for the list to go to see what's going to happen. Number 4, Infernoids. This one should be pretty obvious because Onoku and Deviati are fucking broken. You put them on the field, it's usually going to be game 85% of the time. Unless if your opponent has enough answers to stop you. The 40 card version is way better though this format because Ash for game. Boo! I hate Ash so much if you guys didn't already know that. She makes me salty. My sodium rates are at their highest right now at this moment. I hate playing left arm offering and then they chain Ash to my freaking left arm. I think that's the worst thing that they can hit with Ash because then they hit that, you have no hand. That's when you're really fucked. And then they hit grass and then you can't mill. Which would fucking suck. And that's why I like the 40 card version better. Because it's less susceptible to her. As I attempted to showcase. And when I'm playing offline, I am able to showcase that. I'm able to play. But then when I get on stream and try to show you guys how to do it with the 60 cards, I get fucked. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad luck at the stream. But anyways, yeah. And also, with Void Imagination being a Shadow Fusion, the moment your opponent has a single extra deck monster on the field, and you have none, to bring out Tiara by sending 6 names from the deck to the graveyard, to bring out Tiara to your extra monster zone, a 3400 beast deck that's going to use her effect to mill 3 cards from your extra deck to the graveyard, which is going to be triple Elder Entity Nis, so you can blow up 3 cards on your opponent's field and have a 3400 beats deck. And you're going to be able to mill the top 5 cards. Both players have to mill the top 5 cards of their deck to the graveyard too. Which is just fucking bonkers. So you can get the advantage you can get with 1 card. So that's just insane. Number 3, Cosmo. This deck's place on the list is going to depend on whether this guy stays at 1 or goes back to 2 or 3. If we can get him back at 2 or 3, this deck is gonna start dominating shit again because Cosmo is broken. They can chain to whatever you do. That's just naturally how they work. And it's just such a broken deck in general. Number 2, Counter Fairies. This deck should be pretty obvious as a potential top contender. This deck's place is going to depend on the fate of Card Demise on our ban list. If Card Demise manages to stick it out at 2 or 3, then this deck can potentially get some tops. Like top 64, top 32 out of regionals or something like that. It can get far. I'm telling you guys, the deck can get far. If we still have Demise. So yeah, Counter Fairy is going to be freaking fun to play. And then for number 1, I have to give the spot to my OG Herald. Shout out to Team King of Games because he showcased 45 different ways to play Herald to perfection on his channel. 45. The 46th variant should be coming out sometime this weekend. When he has the time to profile his Herald Counter Fairies again. And these variants are not only creative, but they're competitive and have proven to give him lots of success. Although he's put the deck down so he can play True King Yang Zings for this format, because he's really liking True King Yang Zings right now. But Herald is his main deck. It's his number 1 and most favorite deck, foremost. And now I'm going to get into some of the honorable mentions that you did not see on this list. I'll be right back. First one, barrier statue stud. And I'm going to explain why I didn't put this on here. Because, number one, if True Draco doesn't get as hard as it did hit as hard on the list as it did in the OCG, you're still going to see them rolling around. And the moment your opponent plays a simple True Draco engine in your deck, your entire deck is rendered useless. Because they don't even need Masterpiece to work around you. They just need Dynamite Fighter. And you're basically dead. And shout out to Stuff Incorporated because he gave me a shout out because he's finally acknowledged why I feel that Dynamite Fighter is a broken card. It is a +1 every turn that you can't stop, that your opponent fails to stop it, thus making it a bitch to work around, bitch to deal with. And it's not like somebody in a barrier statue set back row in game is going to contend with this deck because this deck is all about breaking turn 1 fields. Literally does not special summon at all. So you will have to go to game because game 1 is an auto lose for you. You're taking an automatic L game 1 with this deck. You have to decide for game 2 going first. You'll probably be able to win that one, and then game 3 you're probably gonna lose because they're going first. So you'll have to go side for going second, which is gonna fuck you in the ass, and that's gonna suck. Now, time for my other honorable mention. All 3 of these freaking decks are so overrated. This one probably the least overrated because Blue Eyes can actually do something. Blue Eyes, perhaps I should talk because Blue Eyes can actually get pretty far still in today's metagame. Again, this format has to end for them to do anything because Return the Dragon Lord does nothing against a fucking whiptail that's attached to a zoo monster. But when this format's over, I can see Blue Eyes getting somewhere, a few tops. But again, it's a little expensive, so if you think that you are willing to invest a little money into it, then you can do it. But again, I feel there's just better options for you to play as a player. If you wanna, but think about it this way: if you don't agree with me that one of these 2 is gonna be one of the best decks, you can put this guy in your list. If you don't agree with me, I mean, it's all up to personal preference. That's what all of Yu-Gi-Oh really is truly about, you know. So now it is no number because I'm just going on to a list of honorable mentions. Honorable mentions: Dark Magician. Why does everybody keep saying that this card is good? I mean, his deck is good. It's not. Okay? Eternal Soul, trash. Magician Navigation, trash. Dark Magical Circle, trash. Freaking, the only good thing in this deck that he has to his name right now is Apprentice Illusion, and you can't even afford that. She is probably the most expensive non-YCS card in Yu-Gi-Oh! At this moment. The most expensive non-YCS card, or non-prize card in general. Aside from the prize cards, which are obviously more expensive than the Apprentice Illusion, she's the most expensive card in the game at this moment. And a year or 2 later, she's going to give her print and she's going to be less than $1 because her deck is garbage. And Red Eyes, I actually have to deal with people hyping up Red Eyes to actually have potential in this meta. No! It does not! That set was a fan service set. Fan service set. That set was not made for the competitive players whatsoever. And just because Red Eyes tops in the OCG, gets first place in the OCG, doesn't mean that we have the creativity or skill to do it over here. It doesn't mean that. Okay, that was a fan service set. Not made for anything to be competitive whatsoever. It was literally made just to please the original people that have been playing this shit or just been watching the anime from the get-go. That's it. Nothing on beyond that. Now, if you were to put Dark Lords in your top 10, I would agree with you. Because Dark Lords can go very far. Me, personally, I just feel that they are not making it to the top 5 anytime soon. But in the top 10, yes. I would have put this deck like around number 10, like number 9, number 10, around there. But not in the top 5. Just saying. I truly think that this deck is quite overrated at this moment. I really think that people are overhyping this. And thinking that this is even a good option right now for this meta is insane. But to think that this deck would be able to contend with Spiral, the double helix, and plus 19s. That's greater than full power performance and powers we're capable of. To think that this deck can deal with something that's arguably Pepe on steroids, you're slow. Okay, you're retarded. To think that this deck even has a chance against something that's basically Pepe on steroids. It's not happening. Okay, guys, it's not happening. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be my top 5 budget decks for Link format, and / rogue decks for Link format, and my honorable mentions, which are all down in the side deck below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, leave a respectable comment, and subscribe. Peace.